So the Paideia 2 program is a really exciting opportunity for students to wrestle with ethical issues from an interdisciplinary perspective. And so there are all kinds of different courses on different topics, whether it's healthcare, or it's energy policy, or it's incarceration of people of color.
Paideia 2, which is more of an ethics class, is designed for a conversation that centers around a field or an area that a student might be engaged in after college.
I'm currently taking a Paideia 2 decisions in U.S. schools class, and you know, I really like the fact that it's not a class where you just go there and get a lecture and they tell you everything about how to solve the problem. It's something where, like, you think about the problems yourself and grapple with these really difficult ethical questions. And I think that's something that's very critical going out there in the real world to have an experience of.
All Luther students, when they leave college, will find themselves in situations where they have to confront the challenges of ethical decisions and choices. And employers, we know, are looking for employees who are able to make those decisions in an educated way.
I currently work for an employee benefits company, and as the Chief Operating Officer, I have to utilize my ethical toolbox every day. Paideia 2 helped me to build the foundation of this ethical toolbox, and I continue to use those tools every day.
In my Paideia 2 class in Nottingham, England, the year that I directed the Luther Nottingham program, we looked at ethical decisions in contemporary British society and had speakers on a number of topics come in, and a weekly assignment in which students read the papers and looked for ethical issues that were being talked about in British society, and we had some really interesting discussions. And it was a good way for us to sort of think about where we were and what we were all doing there.
I studied abroad in Italy and France during J-term. It was a great experience. We learned about the ethical dilemmas regarding food and culture. So I was exposed in a completely different culture, kind of develop what you actually believe when you talk about it with students and you have to write it down and you have to speak with the faculty. It's just a very eye-opening and awesome experience, especially how much you learn about yourself and your values.
So often students think of courses, especially when they first come to college, as being academic, as not relating to their daily lives. When I teach in Paideia 2 courses, whether that's a class like food and the environment or ethical issues in film and fiction, I repeatedly have students that tell me, this affects the way that I live my life. This gives me a chance, an opportunity to talk with others about the questions that I have, the struggles that I have in dealing with ethics in my own life, and thinking about where I'm going to go after graduation, and imagining scenarios that I'm going to have to be in when I go forward into the world. It is as applicable, it is as real, it is as practical as anything could be within an educational context.